Hello everyone, this is Fahim from Awesome Tech Gaming Pro. This is the another video about Samsung S95C and LG G3. The left side Samsung S95C and right side LG G3. The currently Samsung S95C 65-inch price is $2,700 and LG G3 price is $2,200 without a stand, but with stand you have to pay extra $500 more. The LG G3 TV has fantastic build quality. It's made of metal throughout, so the construction is solid and has no flakes except for minor flakes in the middle of the back panel. On the other side, the Samsung S95C OLED has fantastic build quality as well. Samsung has redesigned the shell of the TV, resulting in a more uniform thickness, and it feels more solid. So it's unlikely that it will have the same issue with bent panels that affected the Samsung S95B OLED. The stand is very robust and stable, and even though it is still wobbles a bit, it's not bad at all. There's some flakes to the back casing, but it's very minor and won't cause any issues. If you see the picture quality, the LG G3 OLED has incredible contrast as OLED displays like the one use self-emissive pixels instead of a backlight, with each individual pixel able to fully turn itself off. This TV has a nearly infinite contrast ratio as the pixels can brighten themselves up without impacting the rest of the image. Bright highlights are displayed perfectly next to perfect inky blacks with no blooming or haloing. On the other side, Samsung S95C, since OLED displays use same self-emissive pixels instead of a backlight, the Samsung S95C has a nearly infinite contrast ratio. If you see the blooming section, since this LG G3 TV uses self-emissive OLED technology, the blacks are perfect and the bright elements in the content don't have any blooming on LG G3. On the other side, Samsung S95C, also the same technology, there's absolutely no blooming around bright highlights or subtitles in otherwise dark scenes. On lighting zone transitions, the LG G3, as with other OLED TVs, this TV doesn't have a backlight, but its self-emissive pixels give it the equivalent of a perfect local dimming feature with no zone transitions. We still film the zone transition video on the TV, so you can see how the screen performs and compare it with a TV that has local dimming. Samsung S95C doesn't have a backlight also, but thanks to its near infinite contrast ratio, it's equivalent to a perfect local dimming feature with no zone transitions on S95C. You can see how the screen performs and compare it with a TV that has local dimming. There's no difference in dark scene behavior between the calibrated picture modes and game mode on LG G3. And Samsung S95C switching to the game picture mode doesn't result in any noticeable difference in contrast or black crush. Contrast is perfect even in game mode on Samsung S95C. And if you see the HDR brightness, the LG G3 on hallway lights, it provides 1024 CD per meter square on LG G3, where the Samsung S95C 1050 CD per meter square. On landscape pool video, LG G3 230 CD per meter square. On the other hand, Samsung S95C 265 CD per meter square. Overall, on 10% window on LG G3 1410 CD per meter square provides. On the other hand, Samsung S95C a bit less, 1213 CD per meter square. But on 100% peak window, 227 CD per meter square are LG G3, and Samsung S95C almost similar, 235 CD per meter square. But on sustained 100% window, both are almost similar. LG G3 225 CD per meter square and Samsung S95C 230 CD per meter square. The LG G3 has amazing peak brightness in HDR. Its highlights reach and sustain a significantly higher brightness than the LG G2 OLED. Unfortunately, its automatic brightness limiter is still very aggressive and dims highlights significantly. But even when dimmed, the TV is still quite a bit brighter than its predecessor. The 83-inch model lacks the MLA focusing layer, so it's not as bright. Setting peak brightness to off reduces the aggressiveness of the ABL feature, but also reduces the peak brightness of the panel in all scenes. You should note that the TV throttles its brightness in HDR more aggressively than it does in HDR, leading to lower HDR sustained and peak brightness levels with a 50% or 100% window when compared to its HDR brightness levels. These measurements are after calibrating the HDR white point with the following setting. The LG G3 HDR picture mode should cinema mode and brightness max, contrast max, peak brightness high and color temperature 150. On filmmaker mode, it provides 213 CD per meter square on 100% window. On the other hand, if you see the Samsung S95C, as of firmware update 1220, the TV is now thermal throttling again in busy, high appeal scenes, or if you are in a warm environment. The official results posted above were with 3 fans in the room, including one big fan blowing directly at the TV, bringing the room temperature to 25 degrees Celsius. These were the result in filmmaker mode at around 27.5 degrees Celsius from a cold boot without any fans. On peak 100% window, Samsung S95C provides 146 CD per meter square, but on sustained 100% window, it provides 144 CD per meter square. And there were on movie mode at around 27.5 degrees Celsius, again from a cold boot and without any fans, the Samsung S95C provide 161 CD per meter square on peak 100% window. But on sustained 100% window, 157 CD per meter square. That means the Samsung S95C has impressive peak brightness in HDR. Unfortunately, large bright scenes are significantly dimmer than smaller specular highlights due to the TV's aggressive automatic brightness limiter. The TV also can't maintain bright highlights. Brightness peaks quickly but then starts to decrease almost immediately. If you are in a bright room, a TV with an LED backlight like the Samsung QM90C is a better choice, as it can better overcome glare. You can set peak brightness to off in HDR if the brightness fluctuations bother you, but this just locks the peak brightness much lower, so highlights in HDR don't stand out at all anymore. These measurements are after calibrating the HDR white point with the following settings. On HDR picture mode filmmaker, brightness max, contrast max, color tone warm to HDR tone mapping, static, color space setting auto, and peak brightness high. So in this 2TB, which TV you like most? Please write in the comments below. That's it from now. If you like this video, please subscribe and press the bell icon for future notifications update. I have another channel named Tech Gaming Villa, where I upload similar kind of tech videos. Please visit this channel and subscribe for update. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.
To change your